Hey guys, it's Blake from Exit Plan Trading. Today I'm just going to honestly rant a bit about the market and what I think's happening and how it affects my trading and how you should react to this as an active trader. It's October 2025. Trump and China are in tariff wars, talking about putting 100% tariffs on exports, and everything's a bit crazy right now in the markets. So for me, I personally swing trade stocks, which means I'm holding stocks overnight. It's a breakout style strategy. The performance of the strategy really depends on market conditions and whether people are buying in the market or whether people are more selling. Macro factors like this tend to affect my style of trading or swing trading more than it might, say, like a day trader where you can long and short, intraday, small moves in and out. For me, I trade long only, so if the market's in a bad position and people are starting to get scared and people are starting to sell, breakouts are going to be not as strong as normal. Breakouts could be failing more, not following through, lots of volatility, lots of chop. So definitely not ideal market conditions for swing trading. But I'm going to be telling you how I think you should react as a swing trader to this type of conditions and these type of events. It's probably not what a lot of people will say, but it's how I think is the best way to trade in this market. So it's easy to look at the market right now and see how overextended it is, how you could call it overbought everything is, the valuations are crazy for everything. And it's easy to look at that and say, oh, the market's going to crash. I'm not going to buy a breakout strategy. I'm not going to buy stocks right now. I'm going to sit in cash. But in my opinion and how I trade, you can do what you like. But for me, in this position, rather than sitting in cash and predicting what you think the market may do, our way of handling this sort of market conditions and our way of trading currently is to let the trades speak for themselves. I'm not trying to look at the market and guess if it's going to go up or down, guess what's going to happen, because with Trump in office, stuff is up and down. He'll announce tariffs and then the next day say we're pulling them back. The market all of a sudden goes from about to crash to all-time highs again. So I'm not trying to predict what's going to happen. I'm going to be scanning for stocks that fit the criteria that I look for. If I notice there's less than usual stocks that fit the criteria, that's sort of a sign that maybe breakouts might not be doing too crash hot at the minute. Stocks might not be doing great for my setup. So I'll be entering with caution. For example, if my normal position size is risking, say, 1% per trade, I might start risking 0.5% per trade until things start to get better. And if all of those breakouts follow through and act as normal, I can then scale up my position size back to 1%. At that point, if breakouts start failing, there's a lot of volatility, I'm getting stopped out constantly, then I can scale back to another 0.5% per trade rather than a full percent per trade. So this way, I'm not guessing what the market's going to do, I'm just reacting to how stocks are breaking out in my system. So from here, anything can happen. Market can still go back to all-time highs or it can crash. No one knows what it's going to do. Option one is to predict that the markets are going to crash and not buy a breakout style strategy as you normally would. The downside to this is anything can happen within the market. It's a bit crazy at the moment. Trump could release some announcement and markets go back to all-time highs, and if you missed out on lots of good breakouts. So during these times, I think looking for stocks that are holding up relative to the market is a good start. So stocks that fit your criteria that you scan for me, it's a few things. For example, 50-day moving average above the 150, 150 above the 200, within 30% of its 1 year highs for a start. Like, that's minimum criteria for me. If stocks still fit that criteria and they're holding up and maybe even tightening in a range while markets are selling, that's a good sign that once markets turn back up, those stocks can break out. So I don't want to miss those stocks. I don't want to miss those trades. I don't want to predict what the market's going to do. I just want to react to how the breakouts are working for me. Another thing to consider is that when markets are acting crazy and you're a bit concerned with how your strategy might perform, it's easy to strategy hop and try other things and not focus on what you do. And I think that's not the best idea. I think it's better to stick to what you do and learn how the market reacts and your style of trading goes in different market conditions. Then next time you face something like this, you'll know, okay, if breakouts aren't working well now, let's cut the position size back. Let's have less positions held overnight. Let's reduce our exposure until markets stabilize, markets get their strength back. And then at that point, breakouts are working for us. We can re-increase our position size. It's not about predicting the markets. It's about reacting to how your trades are going and adjusting accordingly. You don't change the plan. You don't change your strategy. You just tweak little adjustments within position sizing and risk management when stuff is going bad. And when stuff is going good and markets are uptrending and everyone's buying, you can readjust your position size up, increase your exposure again, and strike while the iron's hot. So yeah, in summary, that's my thoughts. We're not trying to predict what the market's going to do. The market is irrational. People are irrational. We don't know what's going to happen. So it's just sticking to the plan and doing the little risk adjustments as we go. So yeah, hopefully you got some sort of value out of that, some little nuggets or something. If you have thoughts on this, let me know. It'd be cool to hear how you guys are trading this and what your thoughts are on everything right now. So yeah, cheers. Thanks for watching the video and making it to the end, and have a good day. Yep.